Desserts, as we all know too well here on Connecticut Style, are more than just after-dinner treats. Heck, life's short, dessert first, right?
Yes, yes, absolutely. Sweets are also a way to carry on and create new traditions.
In her book, Sweet Home, Rebecca Miller Ffrench has over 100 heritage desserts and ideas for preserving family recipes. And right now, I'd like to welcome Rebecca to the kitchen. How you doing, Rebecca?
Good,
nice
good.
To see you. Thanks
Thank
for
you for being here.
So this is a fun idea. It's kind of a way of preserving family traditions, right? More
absolutely, absolutely. And they all work for Mother's Day really well.
Good point.
Mother's Day coming up.
You know what I really like in my house, I'm very fortunate in the way that I'm back in the home that I actually grew up in, right? Now, unfortunately, my mom passed away when we were little kids, and we have so much of her spirit there because we've got her recipes, we've got her old cooking book, I mean, all these wonderful things, and a lot of even the old things she made food with.
Right, right.
And to be able to pay tribute to her with this way is amazing. So tell us a little bit about the book and how you came up with it.
Well, the book was really inspired by a journal that my great-grandmother had started writing all her recipes in. And my mother gave it to me, and I started baking from it. And when I started baking, all of these stories started pouring out from my grandmother. Oh. So it was amazing. It was just like we had opened this door to family history.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Wow.
So what are we going to make today?
So we have an angel food
Teresa's
cake.
in the kitchen, by the way.
An experienced chef.
This is an angel food cake?
This is an angel food cake. It was my mother's favorite. She loved it for birthdays and holidays, and it's really easy. You can't go wrong.
Okay.
The hardest thing is separating egg whites, which I've done in advance. So
Easy, that's even better.
We don't have to do that. So we'll start out a cup and a half of egg whites, and it's about 12 eggs usually. So I'm going to put those on, and they're going to start to go. And then we're going to sift together a cup of cake flour and a cup and a half of confectioner's sugar. And cake flour, there's very little flour in this. It's really a fat-free cake.
Oh, I love that.
So, yeah. So it's, everybody said, why desserts? But desserts really are big in our family. And we feel that a little bit every day is okay if you're eating healthfully. And this, you don't grease the pan when you do it so that otherwise the cake would fall on itself because it's all egg whites. So when these get a little foamy, you're going to add a teaspoon and a half of cream of tartar and about a quarter teaspoon of salt.
Oh, why do we need to sift?
Because it makes
just pouring it all in.
Already, they only ask you to sift, and you're saying.
Well, I'm just asking, what is the benefit of it?
Because it makes it even finer, so it makes for a very fine cake. So
okay. See, I was just wondering.
And cake flour is even, more refined than all-purpose.
Not like we asked you to separate the yolks.
I know.
But see how easy this is? It's really a simple cake. So once these start to foam up, then we're going to add a half a cup of sugar. And do you know the difference between soft peaks and hard peaks? So a soft peak just kind of folds over, and a stiff peak will stand up.
I get that. I know totally where you're coming from, the soft peaks and the stiff peaks.
So when these become soft, let's see if you can, I don't know if you can see into here, but they just kind of flop over like that. You're going to add a half a cup of sugar. Keep going.
Okay.
And then once they get stiff, you're going to fold this in. You're going to fold in a teaspoon of vanilla, and then you're going to put your batter into here. And because of the magic of TV, we've already
done it.
Yeah.
What do you know?
Yeah, it's the magic of television.
And this turns out so easily. You can take a knife and you just go around it. Now the trick with angel food, as I said, because it's so light, that when you take it out of the oven, it needs to cool inverted, because I've done this. It needs to cool upside down on a bottle for about an hour. Yeah. Otherwise, the cake collapses because it doesn't have the weight of the flour to hold it up.
Now, did you know that?
No, that was very interesting.
How about your mom must do a lot of stuff. Does she make cakes and things?
Oh, yeah, she's a big baker.
You think you can get her to come by and maybe spend a little time here at the show?
I have a feeling she might be doing that later this week. Stay tuned for Mother's Day.
A little Mother's Day treat.
I've got to ask you, because I know we've got a couple minutes left here.
Sure.
I see how you've kind of paid great tribute to your mom and your grandma here with some of the recipes and stuff.
Right.
Could you tell me, look at these old recipe cards. They're just like the old 3x5 cards you've got here. Who did these belong to?
My mother and my grandmother. Some were from, my aunts. And there are ways you can preserve those. That you can see in the platter over there. You can actually decoupage them onto a glass platter.
Oh,
and
my
then you
gosh.
can give that for a Mother's Day gift.
And you know something, how great that is. Tell us how somebody would do that.
So, well, these platters over here.
Yeah, come on over, it's okay.
Okay, that's okay.
Yeah.
Are from BarenbergGlass.com. they're very quick delivery, so if you want to get them in time for Mother's Day, there is time.
Yeah.
And you just get a decoupage medium or Elmer's glue. You can water it down, and there's directions right on the bottle how to do it. And you can use a little decorative paper in the back. These ones are from a company, CustomSepia.com, and they take about 2 to 4 weeks, but you could give a gift certificate, and they can actually transfer a card, even with water stains. And if you find some of the old ones, they can blow it up and transfer it exactly as
How
is.
neat
Yeah,
is
they're
that?
beautiful. And this is something you'll use forever.
A lot of great stuff, and I know
Yeah.
you've got some great things from the kitchen and things that are wonderful artifacts from your mom's kitchen, and your great tribute to your mom and your grandma. Just real quick, though, people, when they pick up your book, when they get this book, what will they find in it? Is it really the history and the stories behind the recipes, too?
It is. Every recipe has a really great head note telling where it's from, and the story. And some are from friends, many from relatives. Most are from my grandmother's journal here, and she just had lists of ingredients, and so we had to measure and get everything, you know, so that it would work consistently. And they're tried and true recipes.
You know, my mom and my Aunt Bobby, unfortunately, I lost, he was like the matriarch of the family. Now my sister Kathy, they've all collected these recipes and keep them together. What a great gift, because when you give something for Mother's Day from the heart, and something that keeps her spirit alive.
Exactly.
All these great women are still alive in your kitchen.
Yeah.
And I don't want to know what Teresa's doing, but I think we're going
I'm
to eat
folding.
it.
I totally did it right.
That's perfect. And do it very gently so
Thank
that they don't
you.
collapse. It's perfect. And then we would put it in the pan if we had an empty tube pan.
And we have to
bake it
mention
for 40
this
minutes.
is fresh whipped cream.
Yes,
you can tell the
this is.
difference,
Yes,
right?
we took the whipped cream, little strawberries, macerated them. No whipped cream
Fantastic.
from the can here.
I'm going to leave you two in the kitchen for a while, because obviously you've got a lot of things.
Why? I mean, I just like fresh whipped cream. It adds to the cake.
It does, absolutely,
I love this show.
absolutely.
All right,
No
the name of the book is Sweet Home. Thanks so much, Rebecca. And we're going to actually taste this. And
Yes,
I know
we'll cut it
Teresa's
up.
Looking forward
I think
to it.
Teresa's going after this right now.